All right, we're back. Let's see the alternate choice that we could have made at the end to see the other ending. Assuming it's the only other one. There might be another. We'll actually get to see what Ari has to say.
While you were captured, archivists finished their work on the vascular plant. It's pulling the coral through Rubicon's atmosphere, and it won't be long till they take it all. We need to burn the coral before it's too late. Of course, we can't just walk up to the plant and light a match. No, we're going to need something bigger. A lot bigger. Well, figured it out. The xylem isn't just our means of reaching the plant. It's a giant powder keg. Plenty to set all that coral off.
Is that the Observer's plan? The corporations want only to devour the coral. The Observers fear the coral and want only to eradicate it. I believe in the shared potential of humanity and the coral. Raven, I need to ask you something.
Alright, let's find out what it is she wanted to ask us. Because this guy didn't let us hear it last time. Before he made his choice. What's your proposal, Ari? How do you envision humanity and the coral living together? Let's see.
Raven, this job comes from me.
Obviously.
Air. A Rubiconian.
That's how you say it. Air.
Overseer is planning to burn the coral to extinction. I want to keep that from happening. The only way to stop the Xylem's ascent is by seizing control of its systems. And that means we have only one choice. We'll take advantage of the confusion while the corporations and Overseer are fighting, and eliminate Carla. I understand how you feel about betraying Walter's last wishes and taking on Carla. But still, I want you to give me a chance. I'm not asking Walter's hound, but Raven, the independent mercenary.
That's it, huh? So how do you plan on stopping the corporations afterwards, though? If that's all the information you get to make your decision, what the hell would I have chosen back then? That would have been a hard choice. Yeah, that would have... I don't know what I would have chosen, because it's like... what I just asked. What are you going to do about the corporations after Carla and Walter have been stopped? They're still draining it. They're still going to, you know, capture the coral for themselves and devour it. Without knowing what her follow-up plan is, it's hard to really trust her, you know? It's like, I don't want to kill all the Rubiconians either, but... the shit is dangerous. The coral, it keeps multiplying, and the way it can... its potential for destruction is enormous. And as well as its potential for exploitation by the corporations, so... it's a huge gamble, siding with her. When that's all she gives you. And we still don't... I still don't know what happens if you go down this path either, so it's kind of like I'm still making the choice for the first time, because I'm just like... It also... something that plays a factor is the fact that Carla and Walter have had your back. And, you know, we confirmed it in the ending of that route too. That they always did. Walter just wished the best for you. After the game ends. But even without that, the fact that right before this, you know, they helped free you when you were captured by Arquebus. It already showed how much Walter still cared for you. That makes this tough too. Turn your back on the only ones who've had your back. And take a gamble on... damn, that's tough, dude. take a gamble on Air, I guess is just her name. Um, whatever Air has in mind, not even knowing what the hell she's gonna do to deal with the corporations after you do this. It's like, fuck. See, I'm stuck. I don't know what choice I... Because I'm trying to see what I would choose right now without knowing what this... What happens in this ending, basically. I don't want that affecting my bias. I'm sort of trying to think from the standpoint of... And even though I know what happens when you do the other choice, I'm trying to think from the standpoint of not knowing either outcome. What helps is that the other choice we did take already, the outcome was exactly what was expected. Like, exactly what the plan was to blow up the coral, and that's exactly what we end up doing. So, but this path is an unknown. It's like, you don't know what the hell's gonna happen. And so we still don't know at this point, since I haven't moved forward. So it's like, yeah, it's like I said earlier, it's like, it's almost like I still get the chance to make the decision for the first time, because I don't know what's actually gonna happen. Just like if I'd gotten there for the first time without knowing the ending we already saw, watching both briefings, you know what you're gonna do if you side with Carla, but you don't know what the hell's gonna happen if you go against her, if you backstab her, and betray Walter's wishes, which is what we're at right now. Is no fucking idea what's gonna happen if we go with Air. That's such a tough choice. I don't know why, but I feel like I would gamble with Air just because we don't know everything, so to speak. But at the same time, it leaves it leaves such a bad taste in my mouth having to kill Carla after everything. It's an ugly decision no matter what. Because like the Rubiconian's consciousness still existing in the again, pretending we don't even know that blowing up the coral ends up blowing up like even the normal humans still alive on Rubicon. Putting that aside and just pretending, okay, we blow up the coral, the Rubiconians inside the coral are the only ones who die. That's how I imagined it before we saw the ending, the other ending, right? But Rubicon would be fine. That's how I assumed. That's what I assumed was gonna happen. I didn't think it would actually set the whole planet ablaze and kill everything. When we did that. That part I didn't see. So putting that aside and pretending I don't know that, just thinking, okay, blow up the coral, but you kill all those innocent people inside of it. The voices of the coral as like Air, right? Weighing that against betraying Carla is just... And again, also thinking, even if we do this, if we can't win against the corporations, then we just handed them the victory on a silver platter. But my curiosity gets the better of me. My curiosity of what potential there is, exactly what Air just said. She believes in the potential, the shared potential of humanity and the coral together, right? I'm curious to see what she has in mind. I'm too curious. Like, I want to know, what is there an alternate path? Do we have to destroy the coral? Thinking of it just that way alone makes me want to make the choice of going with her. Assuming like it was my first playthrough. But it still hurts and feels like shit having to kill Carla. That still doesn't sit well with me. And that part alone is the only part that makes me hesitate from fully committing to that decision. So I feel like I would just sit here dwelling on it for a while, like I have been right now, basically. Because I'm just like, look, Air, you probably have a point, but But killing Carla is just like, goddamn. After her and Walter have done so much for us, that's like, that's fucked up, you know? So it's just like, you can't have it both ways, the way they set it up. It's like, I want to see what would happen if we go with Air's decision, but I really hate betraying Carla in such a way that we have to kill her. Because it's like, if a better future is possible doing this instead, I think Walter would understand. Because at least we don't have to kill him. But Carla won't understand if we have to kill her. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it sucks. It's an ugly decision. Yeah, it's just an ugly decision all around. But yeah, I can't lie to myself. Like, as much as I hesitate to do it, I think I would want to see what so-called potential Air believes in for humanity and Coral. I'd want to see where that leads on my first playthrough. I think I would go with her, as much as it pains me to have to turn my back on Carla and have to kill her. I think that would be my choice. And the choice you make on your first playthrough is the one that matters most, right? It wouldn't be fair for me to decide this after seeing both endings. Like, that's why I said, thank God the other ending is pretty straightforward. You just do exactly what Carla already told you you're gonna do, and that's it. There's no real surprises except the whole planet being annihilated. I didn't expect that. And like I said, I'm not factoring that in to my decision right now. Like, I'm thinking back to, okay, the coral would blow up, that's it. Because here's why I'm not factoring that in. Why I'm able to do that is because even if this ending ends up being the wrong choice, so to say, and you just doom all of humanity to be consumed by the coral or some shit, if it turns out to be something like that, which, yes, part of me is thinking that might be where this goes. Like, Air's just gonna be like, thanks for helping me, I'm just gonna, like, consume the whole universe now, like the Flood from Halo, and it's just gonna be like, debated.
You suck!
Right? This could be bad ending right here. But, this could be bad ending, yeah. But at the same time, what was I going with this? I was talking about why I was able to not factor in the annihilation of the whole planet. Shit, I was going somewhere with that and I totally lost it. I dwelled too much on that. Yeah, I was saying that I could actually weigh the decision without factoring that in because of because I guess I'm just looking at it from a standpoint of I don't know, maybe like genocide either way. Like even if the coral just blew up and didn't take the whole like surface of the planet with it, like it does in the other ending that we saw, I still feel bad that we killed all those people that were inside the coral, you know? Like, that didn't really add to it. Even though it surprised me at the end, I was kind of like, oh, I didn't vocalize it because it was still just kind of like, okay, so that just adds to the body count, but that doesn't change the fact that even if that didn't happen, we still killed a bunch of people, a bunch of people's consciousness inside the coral anyway. So it's like, we just got an extra higher body count, but the overall result was the same anyway. Killed a bunch of people regardless. Like, even if the surface of the planet hadn't been fried and just the coral alone was destroyed, it still would have dwelled on me. I still would have dwelled on the fact that we killed all the people inside the coral by themselves. That still would have weighed just as heavily. And so that's why that doesn't really, yeah, that's pretty much why it doesn't weigh, it doesn't affect the decision I'm making now. I'm legit, I know myself enough to know that even if I didn't know that the surface of the planet would fry like that, my first decision would be to go with Air. As much as I hate having to kill Carla, I would go with her just because I am, like I am right now, genuinely curious if it is a better path. If there is a way to stop the corporations from exploiting the coral, but at the same time not letting the coral consume everything. That being said, I've put it on paper. It's on. I've gone on record saying that's the decision I would have made my first playthrough. Now that it's our second playthrough, and we've seen even the one of the leaders for the Liberation Front saying that they're making the wrong move, I'm thinking this is going to be a bad ending. Like, now I'm, with the knowledge I have now, I'm thinking this might actually be the wrong choice, because what if the coral just keeps multiplying and spreading out across the universe and just consumes everything? And then it's just like one tiny spark or freak accident sets it all on fire at the same time, and it blows up the entire universe, causing like another big bang that wipes out all life across the universe right now. That's what I'm assuming is probably going to happen. Like, this is going to lead down bad ending path, basically. But like I said, not knowing the knowledge we've gained from the New Game Plus playthrough, I think I would have chosen this path just because my curiosity gets the better of me, and because I would have felt bad genociding all those people, the people inside the coral, you know, not just air, but like all the other voices that she mentions that are there. Like, it's not just her. I would have held on to that hope that humanity and the coral could coexist. And I would trust that Air would have some kind of plan to stop the corporations from exploiting it. So yeah, my first choice, my first playthrough, I would go with her. Now let's see what kind of ending that decision brings. Did I doom all of humanity? Oh, right. I was hoping you would take the job, Raven. Thank you. He does entice you with some sugary words, calling you, you know, I'm not asking you to do this as Walter's hound, but as the free raven that you are, or something like that. It's like, oh, anyway.
As always, I'll support you. Carla has taken up command in the reservoir down in the Island's port wing. The only enemies of both the Liberations and Overseer are doing this.
Yeah.
Please, be careful.
We're going up against everybody now. I'm trusting you on this, Air. Don't fucking let me down. Oh, so it's optional if you want to go kill him? Kill him! Hell yeah! Get his ass!
You son of a bitch!
Oh, is he talking about Walter?
You bastard!
Ah!
We have won this battle, but I'll win the war.
V2 smell down. He's withdrawn.
I like how they don't show how they withdraw. Like, how is it you can't just finish them off when they eject out of their AC, right?
Well, hi, tourist. How much did Archivist pay you?
That's what she's assuming?
Actually, why don't you stick around?
Surprise, motherfucker.
You take care of this.
No, Arquebus, they just re-educated me, that's why.
Looks like we're clear, Raven.
Okay, now it's on. Carla knows we betrayed her. Shit. And like I said, I would feel like shit at this point.
Chatty, fire up the ACs.
Carla, she's in there.
And truth be told, doing the other choice would also leave me feeling like shit too. Because I'd be thinking about Air and all of her people. Like, no matter, I can tell you right now with confidence that the level of like hesitation and self-doubt about my choice would have existed then too. But it didn't exist. It wasn't there when we were watching that other path because he never let us listen to the other, you know, I didn't I couldn't invest myself as much emotionally on whether we were making the right choice or not, because he didn't let us hear the briefing for this mission before accepting the other one on his first playthrough, the guy we're watching. So now that I'm able to see, I'm starting to see both sides of it. I'm getting the same sort of feeling that I would have had on my first playthrough if I would have had the chance to like listen to both briefings and then chose either path. And I can tell you with full confidence, knowing myself, that no matter which choice I made, I would be feeling like, oh my god, I hope I'm not fucking up. Like I hope I didn't just doom humanity or the coral or both. Whichever decision I made, I would be feeling that.
Let me tell you my motto, tourist. Get your laughs while you can. I don't know what you're up to, but you better make it worth it.
You bastard! Son of a bitch!
Pin that tourist down.
Roger, Chief. Support.
Don't let them team up on you. I mean, what do you want us to do about it?
Looks like you made a friend of your own. But it's good to make a choice. Sit on the fence, and you make no enemies. Or friends. That's our tourist. But we've got room for more.
I've never heard somebody talk about fence sitting like that. I guess that's very true, yeah.
Is that all you've got? Come on!
Partially. You do make enemies. You make enemies of both sides. You know, it's been on social media? That's what it's like if you sit on the fence. Both sides end up hating you.
I told you.
There she goes.
She's dead, tourist. You have made a big mistake.
Uh-oh. Daddy wants revenge.
You're making this hard. I can hear the Chief laughing.
I like how you can get different dialogue depending on who you kill first. I noticed this in a different mission as well, when you had to fight two. I could tell that the dialogue would be different depending on, like, if you had killed the other one. When you go up against two at once.
Guess you, tourist.
There he goes.
But the Chief never loses.
Uh-oh. She is sneaky. What'd she do?
The Xylem's control center is locked out.
What? Surprise, motherfucker! What the fuck?
I'll take us over the finish line.
You bastard!
Inheriting privileges. Owner, Saint Carla. Activating perimeter protocol. Xylem propulsion vector locked. All systems locked out.
She backed him up this time. She backed up Chatty into, the Xylem, computer or whatever.
No new messages.
The plot twist.
Carla had planned everything, even her own death.
Yeah?
Just like Walter, they both wanted someone to inherit their legacy. The Rubiconians are continuing to resist the corporations on the ground, even now. The potential of humanity and Coral isn't the only thing we have to protect. Raven, there has to be something we can do.
No shit. Destroy the drive block.
I'll explain our mission. Carla's last trip.
This is already a far more interesting path, because you don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. The other one was way more straightforward. And like I said, me right now, if this was the choice I'd made my first playthrough, I'd just be like on the edge of my seat going, okay, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Like, how are we gonna pull through this? What's gonna happen?
Has rendered the Xylem inoperable. There's only one way left to stop it from colliding and igniting the coral. We have to take the whole thing down. The lower drive block is powered by large Skirmian generators distributed throughout the area. If we destroy all the generators and stop the ramjet engine in the upper city sector, then we can crash the Xylem into the Alien Ocean without impacting human life. One more thing. I took the liberty of using your name to rally allies to our aid. Beyond scorched skies, Raven fights on. No one has shaped Rubicon's destiny as much as you have. Come and see what the name Raven means to them.
Even just hearing that briefing, I'm already like thinking to myself, the other path would have been the easy way out. But we'll see. Could be wrong. This could still be the wrong choice.
One of our allies should be arriving already.
That's the scary part, right? Still don't know where this path leads. Still doubting, did I make the right choice? Just genociding all the people inside the coral just would not have let me pick the other choice on the first playthrough. Again, even without knowing that it was also going to kill everybody on the surface.
Well, looks like the guest of honor's here. Hey, buddy. I never thought I'd be rubbing shoulders with the liberator of Rubicon. Every Rubiconian who heard your cry rose up to fight.
Hell yeah, dude.
Let's show them there's a future for Rubicon beyond these scorched skies.
Let's do it. So now we don't have to fight against Rusty. He's with us. So he also wanted the best
First to offer his help.
for Rubicon then.
Never thought the plan would go so wrong. But it's good teaming up with you again. Couldn't have hoped for a better silver lining.
That's one of the Sturmian generals.
Looks like the Liberation Front has broken into Institute City. You should hear this. Patching you in.
Now, comrades, rout the corporation. We'll show Raven. The Rubiconians will wallow in the ashes no more.
Slogan Squall and Ash were never going to change Rubicon. Cinders are alive with flame once more.
So at this point, they're making us feel good about this choice. But I'm still fully expecting a plot twist that says you fucked up at the end. I'm still fully expecting the game to be at the end like, no, that you made the wrong choice, you know? You should have destroyed the coral.
Sounds like quite the party down there. Love to see all my hard work paying off.
I'm still nervous about that, you know? I'm still nervously wondering if I made the right choice. I like that this choice is congruent with something I was feeling early in the game, though. Yesterday, during the first playthrough of, like...
Looks like we got our work cut out for
I
us.
better pause this to say this. Like, when we were doing the first playthrough of the game, the last video, I did kind of feel like I would prefer to help the Rubiconian Liberation Front. And it seems like they're on board with this choice as well. So it's like, you know, it's congruent with that. You're trying to help protect both the Rubiconians that are still human and the ones that are their consciousness is inside the coral. So, you know, that's something else that also would have influenced me to pick this. But mostly everything that I already explained earlier. But this would have made me feel good about it. Like, yeah, I think I did make the right choice. Yeah. Like at this point where we're at right now, in my first playthrough, choosing this I would feel like I made the right choice. But there would still be that lingering nervousness of anything can happen, though. You know, it's like I could be wrong at the last second. We don't know how this is gonna end. And that's how I still feel right now, because I'm still like, yeah, anything can happen. Like, who knows what's really gonna happen if we do this? Maybe Walter was right in the end and we fucked up. Okay, so we gotta kill this, another one of these.
I see the intake's vulnerable. Okay,
course Carla left one of these for us.
We've got it now. Finish it off, buddy.
How he calls us buddy.
Dylan!
I'll call him Dylan.
Smart cleaner destroyed. Detecting hostiles ahead of the silo. Enemy fleet approaching.
Yes, Archibus decided to escalate. They must really want us dead. Let me handle the fleet. You've got a mission to finish. I'm counting on you, buddy.
Let's keep up the pace, Raven. We're entering the drive block's core. Watch out for ambushes. There's 2 skirmish generators left. Once we shut those down, we need to deal with the range energy. Disable generators, head outside.
Sustaining major damage. We're dropping like flies out here.
Target 1AC. Identification. He's supposed to be dead.
Full barrage. To the left, getting closer.
You're out of luck. There's only one person who can keep up with me. Right hand definition at 50%.
All skirmish generators destroyed. Get clear, Raven. The drive block's going to explode.
Bad news,
Oh
buddy.
shit!
Something said it's straight for your position. I've never seen something move that fast. They must have finished work on Altair.
Raven, we need to get outside fast.
Altaeus. I feel like I should remember that. Unless it's something new, but
Raven the independent mercenary. You're the mutt I thought you were.
That machine.
You're below that. You are vermin.
it's this prick again.
Son of a bitch!
Archibus Valteus. Highly identified as Legion Snail.
Oh yeah, we fought the prototype of this in that other mission near the beginning of the game. I remember now. Walter commented on it, yeah. Hold on. I better slow down for this. So he's like, thanks for stopping Xylem, but I still want to kill you because you tried to kill me. That makes sense, actually.
At 30%.
Alright.
The second fleet has been wiped out. We can't get a lock on it.
Tearing the enemy AC down. Taking fire! How's it looking, buddy? I'd say I'm about halfway done. Nail might beat me to late second none. Stay focused. One preparation remaining.
Energy output's ramping up again.
Out of my sight, vermin. That stranger V4, no stones in command. And worst of all, you, Mr. Rubicon, who stirred the cinders. You sicken me, all of you. I'll push you in the mud. I am Archibus.
Damn. He identifies with the company that he works for. He's like, that's me.
Right hand definition at 50%. Right shoulder definition at 10%. need cover! Knew there'd be more. I'm beat, buddy. Well, they're gonna finish this right.
Rusty, no.
No repair kits remaining.
Don't die, buddy.
Right hand ammunition. Left hand
God, this guy's a prick, man.
Left hand ammunition depleted. GP at 50%.
Stab his ass.
I am Artemis.
You suck!
Two snail, down.
Fuck you.
Sounds like it's over.
I'm already happier about. Oh,
Rusty's signal just disappeared. Raven,
he was.
it seems we've got trouble ahead. We need to take down the Xylem fast.
I was gonna say that. I'm already happier that we got to kill this piece of shit in this path. That didn't happen in the other one. We didn't even. You don't even see him if you take the other path. The asshole snail. I wanted him dead for a while, so.
C4621 entering standard mode.
Let's get those emails and stuff straight to our head. Bring down the Xylem. The hell happened to
Xylem's
Rusty?
beginning its descent. Now, we just need to destroy the range jet engines. Let's put an end to this, Raven. We're going home. To Rubicon. The world you saved.
You better not be lying to me.
We'll also need to prepare for re-entry. Be ready to escape once we're finished.
Main system activating combat mode.
Raven, that's one of the ramjet engines. Please, destroy the target.
We're gonna see Walter again, or hear from him. I feel like this ending will be lackluster if Walter doesn't
Fortune reassignment.
show up in some capacity. Like even if he just talks to us through the radio, that would make the difference.
Fortune reassigned.
Also, now I'm wondering who the last boss is gonna be. Air being the last boss last time was, yeah, that was not a surprise. It's like she totally threatened you. I mean, said, "Oh, you made your choice. Well, then I'm sorry." I was like, "Oh, okay, so she's gonna, you know,
The Xylem is falling from orbit.
gonna try to stop us and kill us or something," and she did. Now what?
The
Did we
core
fuck
safe.
up?
Rubicon safe.
Oh!
Surprise, motherfucker!
Fuck was that?
621.
It's Walter. There he is.
Is that you?
Dylan!
Pause yet? What'd they do to you, man?
621. I have to dispose of you.
Walter.
What?
Let that AC.
What the fuck?
Core response. Watch out.
You son of a bitch!
There's my friend's mission. Eliminate all obstacles.
Walter, no! The hell did they do to you?
They did. You're in danger. We have to defend ourselves.
That voice. 621. I see it.
Be normal again? You earned all the money to undo the augmentation so you could be normal again? That's what he was saying?
The mission. My friend's wishes.
He's not giving up.
Look at you, 621. You found a friend.
Just trying to fulfill her wish, man. Like you were trying to do for your friends. I guess we're about to find out which one of us was right.
We have to go, Raven. Raven. One day, humanity and Coral will thrive together. You kept our potential safe. I know Walter feared a collapse. But I promise you, there's another way.
Oh.
Raven. We'll find it together. Raven. You took on my hopes, my selfish dream. Now, I want to see the future that you choose. Whatever waits ahead, I'll support you.
Ending narrator guy? Not yet. Wait, what the hell? Do we not get to hear the narrator say anything about, like... Like the last ending?
Registration number RB23. Call sign Raven. Authentication complete. Removing MIA status. Restoring access privileges.
What is this?
This is Allmind, the mercenary support system. Welcome back, Raven.
Looks like you passed the authentication. You've got plenty of experience. Should be ready for whatever Rubicon throws at you. I've picked up some work for you already. Take a look, 621.
Okay, so... Air talking to us right there, that was post-credits. So he skipped over the credits, but... What about the part where... The narrator says something about your character, like in the last ending? Does that not happen with this one? Or did this guy just... Did this idiot just cut that out? Because that happens before the credits in the other ending. I feel like this guy skipped it, but maybe that just doesn't happen. Like, what is the rest of this?
Got a job for you, 621. We've received a request from the Rubicon Liberation Front.
Raven, here's an operation that may be of interest to you. We want you to escort the Strider, a weaponized mining ship.
There is a third ending coming
There's
up.
no end to the corpse invasion. They've reached the Bonadea Dunes in western Bellius.
Huh. You know, okay, you know what? Just to make this clean, we'll finish watching this video. But I need to look up an all endings video or something so I can see if... Because I feel like the narrator would have said something, right? And I feel like this guy skipped that, and he just took us straight to the post-credits scene instead, where Air just says she's looking forward to seeing what kind of future that we can build together and yada yada. With that alone, I would have been satisfied with my choice. I would have felt like, hell, I think I did make the right choice. Even though you don't get to find out what happens from the coral still being alive, I would have been happy I made that choice first. And then even more so, going back and doing the other choice, and seeing that all of Rubicon gets destroyed from destroying the coral. I would have been like, thank God I didn't choose this shit first. But there's a third ending. Let's find out.
Before the invasion, the Strider was our mobile base for extracting and distributing coral. We paid the dozers a fortune to outfit it for combat. It's too precious an asset to lose.
Oh, this old mission where we destroyed this, so now we're defending it. Okay.
Hopefully, we can count on your assistance.
Looks like we've got conflicting requests about the same ship.
Yep.
You'll be doing the work. You choose.
Defend it or attack it. We're defending it this time. Yeah, in the first video,
Chose the Liberation Front, did you?
we attacked it.
Whatever works to get your name out there. That's the benefit of being independent.
Yeah, I probably would have chose this too my first playthrough, because like I said, I immediately sympathized with the Liberation Front, because essentially the way I understand it, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they're basically the natives of this planet, and they're being invaded by the corporations. Of course I wouldn't help them.
Someone's already attacking.
I was like, of course I wouldn't help the corporations. I would clearly do this first playthrough. Damn.
Enemies on the radar. 621. They're coming.
And yeah, even without seeing the whole narrator part I was talking about, I feel satisfied even now that that I did make that decision to side with Air instead. I still feel like shit about backstabbing Carla though. That still feels shitty, unfortunately. But I think it was definitely the better option.
They're not Schneider MTs.
So my gut instinct didn't betray me.
Defend yourself.
I mean, it's not even really that. It's just what my values. Like, I wouldn't just condemn an entire people to death like that. What the fuck? Again, I'm not talking about the people living on the surface of the planet. I'm talking about the people inside the coral. Again, even not knowing that destroying the coral would kill everybody on the planet, like even the people that are still human, I still wouldn't feel right destroying the coral because of all the people inside the coral. So I still would have made that choice first time through. And then going back to do the other choice and seeing that it destroys the whole fucking planet too would have made me think, God damn, thank God I chose to side with Air the first time, because not only did I just kill all the people in the coral, I killed everybody still living on Rubicon's fucking surface too, and turned it into a dead planet. Thank God I didn't make this choice is what I'd be thinking.
Wait, there's more. Alien, there's machines. Don't take them head on, 621. I'll tear you to shreds.
AP at 30%.
But yeah, our first playthrough, I couldn't really comment much or really get invested in the last choice because the guy we're watching doing the video, he didn't let us hear what Ari had to say before he made the choice in the last video. So I was just kind of like, oh, okay, whatever. And I just watched. And I was like, uh-huh. I was like, we don't even get to hear both sides. Like, it didn't allow me to get invested. It didn't let me start thinking, what would I choose? Because I didn't get to hear what Air had to say first. So I was just like, okay, whatever. Anyway, even though this is an alternate version of an older mission, I think I'll probably, you know, it's nothing that like that has a huge impact, so I think I'll probably speed it up a little more. Just so we don't take forever to get to the end of this video and see the third ending, I guess.
Looks like the last of them. Feel the long-range radar. You may have failed to protect the Strider, but you had a hell of an excuse. I'll look into this. You go home and get some rest, 61.
Yeah, hell of an excuse. Yeah, we got here way too late. Before we even reached it, it just blew up. Let's see if there's a follow-up, though. What happened?
Raven, first up, let me apologize. That request to escort the Strider turned out to be something else entirely. I hear those strange machines didn't come from the corpse. Is there some other force that wants to see the Rubiconians fall? Be careful out there, Raven. There's more to this.
Seems like it, yeah. What the hell's going on?
You must be the handler, I presume. For the independent mercenary Raven.
Honored to make your acquaintance, V2 Snail.
I understand you want to join Operation Wall Climber. You do realize that smashing up some old Institute relics hardly qualifies you. Know your place, you maker dog sitter. The answer is no.
We've heard this before.
Must be rough only having one good pilot to rely on.
Oh, are you suggesting your dog can take Foyt's place?
We've been through worse than this.
Very well then. We're also deploying V4, who's been equally brazen of late. Let's see how they both perform.
Obstruct the mandatory inspection.
A request from an independent mercenary, call sign Kate. Check the briefing.
Greetings, Raven. My name is Kate Parkinson. I have a special request to ask of you. It concerns the elimination of PCA mandatory inspection squads dispatched to Baus Arsenal Number 2. Aside from subject guard, the PCA has also sent an LC squad to put further pressure on Baus. Baus, however, intends to disrupt the inspection with a raid by independent mercenaries. I need you to lie in wait inside the arsenal and ambush the Vanguard squad. I'll disrupt their rearguard squad outside, then rendezvous with you. That concludes the briefing. Looking forward to working together.
What's stranger? A mandatory inspection or a job from another mercenary. Whatever happens, handle it. Just like you always do.
Main system activating combat mode.
Let me hear that again.
Just like you. What's stranger?
A mandatory inspection or a job from another mercenary?
Job from another mercenary.
Well,
Whatever
it turned
happens,
out to be
handle it.
both.
Just like you always do.
Main system activating combat mode.
Commence mission. Eliminate the PCA's mandatory inspection squads.
I'm grateful for your support, Raven. We'll rendezvous later on.
Cool, what's on? Under 18. Where did it come from? Eliminate it.
Subject on sentry MTs. Watch out for laser fire. We're clear. Keep moving, 61.
Go 3-1-T, 6-5 from 118. Double that 18 inch.
Raven, don't underestimate those LCs. No mass release is a very essential component of the PCA suppression force.
Heavy fire. For this mission.
Okay, push back. Got that AZ down. This section is priority operation. AP at 30%.
Looks like you're clear here.
I was right to count on the wall climber. Keep up the good work.
I looked into this Kate. She's not even registered in the arena. Be ready for company if her plan to ambush the rearguard goes south.
Code 7-8, requesting backup. Taking heavy fire. This position's under attack too. Presently exchanging fire.
Right on schedule. Looks like Kate's on the move. Confirmed. Inspection squad inside the arsenal's been wiped out. Looks like we beat Kate.
Raven, I finished warming up, but I have something to report. The PCA has made an unexpected move. Let's rendezvous for now.
You heard the lady. Updating market data.
Raven, the wall climber, I presume. As much as I'd love to start the chat, I'm afraid we're rather pressed for time.
Code 3, attending team. We got a 3-1 job here. Off inspection team. Mercenary will make mistake. Extra authorization. Cutting incrimination.
PCA special forces. What is this?
Your suppression fleet is coming to me. These are just fighters.
This is one.
Oh, that's what they were hinting at. Okay.
I keep on the sir. Extended route. Call 9 Raven. Raven. Raven's dead. What about the other one? No data, sir. Might not be registered. Deal with them at the mission command. Raven.
I think with the last mission, they were just hinting at the PCA. Okay. The PCA were the ones who presumably... I could be wrong, though. But I think they were just saying that the PCA were the ones who destroyed the big, you know, the thing we were supposed to escort that we destroyed ourselves last time for the Liberation Front. But I don't know, maybe not. I'm just leaving it at fast forward now because it's like the subtitles linger long enough that you can still read what they say before it moves on, even at double speed. And I'm just really curious to see what the last ending is now. Like, I'm not really overly curious about mild alterations with certain missions from making different choices. I'm more interested in just seeing what is the final possible outcome for this story, you know? And I wonder if it's a New Game Plus exclusive ending too. Like, that's also what I'm wondering. Like, is it something you can only unlock from the new decisions you can make in New Game Plus that you can't do on a first playthrough? Because if so, that's kind of cool, but also kind of shitty at the same time. But we'll see.
Excellent work, Raven. You've shown me a thing or two.
I was like, if you have to do New Game Plus just to be able to see one final possible outcome, that's kind of stupid. But at the same time, it's kind of cool that it's an extra reward for people who choose to keep playing the game after they beat it once. So, pros and cons.
Thanks for the help with the mission. We'll meet again. Long time no see, Walter. Looking good for a change. I see you got a new augmented human. What happened to 617 and the rest?
Their jobs. They did what it took to get us here.
Huh. So how's the newcomer doing?
We heard this before.
But we've run into someone shady.
Someone you want me to look into?
Yeah. Independent mercenary. Goes by Pete. This is a rather personal request from a friend of mine. It concerns a certain facility, a watch point. Once it regulated the underground flow of coral. Now it serves to monitor the dormant veins. I want you to attack it. Your objective will be to destroy the sensor valve at its core.
This is where we meet Air.
The planet-side PCA force, which means it's too hot for the corporations to be seen there. In other words, we're flying strictly solo on this one.
This is the mission where we meet Air.
You'll be going in under cover of darkness. Be ready for anything.
Well, now this is going to be different.
It's go time, 621. Don't worry, not even the PCA would anticipate a solo independent mercenary. Get in there and get to work.
Main system is activating combat mode.
Leave no evidence. If anyone sees you, handle it.
Code 1-5, intruder sighted. It's just one AC. Who are they with? We can look into that later. Engaging. Code 7, requesting backup. I can't get through HQ.
Cavalry is coming. One file, 61. Confirmed. Enemy spawn destroyed. Move on to the next area.
Where did that AC come from? What happened to the patrol squad?
Code 1-8, all units deploy for combat.
You're exposed to snipers from all quarters. Keep moving, they'll shoot you down. Update your marker data. Proceed in the direction indicated. You see that? That's the watchpoint's control center. The target's inside. Make your way in.
Attacking a watch point. You're incorrigible, Handler Walter. How many of your dogs must I kill before you learn? You.
So far, nothing's different. So far.
I'll be coming for you next. First, the dog. C1249. Sula. He's an independent mercenary who survived first-gen augmentation. Encrypted comms. He must be controlling them too. Don't think twice. Kill him before he kills you. 618 on your last. It was good. I had nothing on this one. What did you want, Sula? Don't make trouble for you, Walter. You and your dog aren't welcome here. Watch that force line. Are you gonna be
Wait, no. 61, get out of there.
Who are you?
There she is.
An older type of augmented human, 4th generation. Have we made contact? I am Air, a Rubiconian. Please, you must wake up. Before your consciousness is forever scattered in the coral flow.
Augmented human C4621. Vital signs confirmed. Disabling autopilot. Establishing comms link with him.
Raven, I've identified an approaching enemy. I'll synchronize with your brainwaves and maintain contact to support you. Tank system, reactivating combat mode. Look into the enemy car. There's an autonomous escape route. Balteus. You'll have to rate its pulse armor to inflict a pulse armor now. After chase it.
Yeah, there it is. Balteus. This was its first form.
Stay in the coast and offline for now. That massive dose of coral will catch you. Please, you have to focus on weapons. The waits are intensifying. Raven, get clear.
What'd she say about the massive dose of coral? Where the hell is my mouse? Jesus Christ, I can't find it sometimes. It's like, with all this.
Pulse armor now.
No, it wasn't here. It was...
Escape route. Balteus. We're taking the coast and offline for now.
Oh, right.
Dose of coral will kill you. Please, you have to focus on weapons.
The comms link because
The waits are intensifying.
reasons.
Raven, get clear.
I don't know what the comms link having to be down has anything to do with the coral nearly killing us, but sure.
Take much more. Enemy systems down. It's silent. Raven. You need rest. But first, a warning. The coral surge you were swept up in? That was just a glimpse. A premonition of the storm of flame that will burn Rubicon. Raven, I've managed to decode those encrypted comms. They identified you as an impediment to the release project. But what is the release project?
And the catch is that you're the one who causes that fire that burns all of Rubicon if you make the wrong choice.
Raven, I've been looking into the integration program, and I turned up something interesting. It looks like All Mine's been gathering data.
You gotta
on the
love New Game Plus / second playthroughs once you know how the game ends. Even if it isn't a game with multiple endings, right? Because then you get to experience the story with dramatic irony. Knowing what's gonna happen. When you see, like, ominous things like that.
Even knows about yet. I've installed the back door. How about taking a peek, Raven?
The analysis arena. For Delta. Another. But this time All Mine didn't invite us to test it. This is...
Real haze or tooth. It clearly isn't mass-produced VC. Why don't we see how it performs?
super boss battles.
Activating combat mode.
This is New Game Plus Plus.
Target destroyed. That AC was designed for mobility above all else. It would take a special pilot to master it.
So he just took his strongest AC in there and just, which is broken from what it looks like, and annihilated it.
What do you think All Might is collecting this data for? I'm concerned about what these notes mean. What is the primary factor?
Yeah, see, so they've been building up All Mind through all these new game, like through the first game a little bit, not so much though. They're kind of just in there. I'm hoping this last ending has something to do with All Mind, and that these like super boss battles that we're doing in New Game Plus, like the one we just did, is actually going to lead to something that has to do with the final ending. It could be, maybe not though. Who knows?
This is a personal request from a friend. We still don't have enough data to pin down where the coral is gathering in the ice field. According to my friend's sources, we could find some clues here. Xylem, a city floating on the ocean built by the Rubicon Research Institute. Ever since the fires, the place has been abandoned. It's likely hiding secrets about the coral, kept shrouded by the city's
ACM won't interfere with our contact, but it is affecting your lock-on range. Keep an eye on your surroundings. This must be a beacon. We're located at ACM flight control device. Confirmed. The control device is offline. Let's keep looking, Raven. I'm sorry, Raven. You'll have to rely on your experience. Second flight control device. Confirmed. Control device is silent. Let's find the next one. Is that a survey drone water mission? Let's do it. Wait, that's how it is. Now we know what happened to the drone. Fortunately, the data we found helps to identify where the last ECM device is. I've set a map for it. Let's check it out. You know, it's been a long time since we've been on a mission together without Walter. The control device isn't going anywhere. Take your time, Raven. Raven, that's the last of the control devices. We'll have Walter back after this.
ECM systems offline. Switching to encrypted circuit. Registration number RB23. Call sign Raven. Apologies for the intrusion. You have been followed. Contact is imminent.
Hostile incoming. AC.
Forced and Ash, we status one. This place will be your grave. This is Rubicon.
Call sign Raven. Operator GOC 4621. Please destroy the hostile AC.
Direct request from Ryan through the support system. Raven, here's the data on AC. Have a nice day. Identify as boss. Higher drive. Let me know if the information goes. Fire on 400.
Point shoulder activation at 50%.
That's interesting. See, and it's cryptic things like that that would have had me really scared that I made the wrong choice with the ending with siding with Air, you know? Outside of just betraying Carla and killing her, that too, hearing ominous things like that would have made me also be like, am I really making the right choice or did I just doom humanity? But from the ending we saw, it seems like everything turned out probably okay. They didn't hint at something ominous like you fucked up, so I still feel good about that choice now. But let's see if my mind doesn't change when we see the third ending, I guess.
Target destroyed. Good. The Rubiconian symbiosis is no more than suppression and exploitation of coral. We hope this encounter was informative. Now restore.
Wait, what the hell? The All Mind's talking? What is this? And yeah, I remember this guy, Thumdol Mayan. He's the Liberation Front's leader who, after we rescued him, had apparently changed his mind about being pro Coral like the rest of the Liberation Front.
Destroyed. Good. The Rubiconian symbiosis is no more than suppression and exploitation of Coral. We hope this encounter was informative. Now restoring the link to your handler. We shall speak again.
Do they know? Was that them saying they know about air or something, or what the hell just happened? They're like sending you a warning?
No new messages.
Air?
Raven, there's something you need to know about Thunder Lion.
Please.
I managed to retrieve some data from the wreckage of his AC. It's something about coral release.
Dolmayan's writings 4. Text data extracted from a wreck. Appears to come from the writings of some Dolmayan father of the Liberation Front. As always, she whispers to me from inside. She tells me that she found something in the journals of Institute City. Something about the potential for symbiosis. Coral release. If such a thing is truly possible, then perhaps I can join her on the other side. And yet when we were fighting him, he was like, "Don't do it! We're all gonna die!" Don't listen to that voice.
It seems Dolmayan really did experience contact, like you and I.
Yeah?
Release. To free the coral, and go to the other side.
So what made him...
Potential for symbiosis.
Yeah, so what made him change his mind?
Raven, just so you know, it looks like some unknown craft data has been added to the integration program. Why don't we go take a peek?
Okay, I'm hoping... Yeah, I'm really getting amped up for this third ending, because I'm hoping it answers these questions about why the coral might actually be more dangerous than we once thought. I could still be wrong here. Maybe the right choice is to burn it all, right? Let's find out. Oh. Well, this is just a fucking arena battle. I'll take a break after this arena battle, and then we can do the last bit after.
HAL 826. That's an IBIS series designation. Why don't we see how it performs?
So this is like a new game plus here. Like, you're required to do both of the normal endings before you can unlock whatever path we're going down now, because this is just Walter's mech that we fought right here. And I think the other Delta battle we just fought over here was the Delta Arena Match 1. I think was supposed to be the... What's it called? I think it was supposed to be Rusty's new mech that he gets when you fight him during the first ending that we saw. I think. Well, let me see. What did she say?
Target destroyed. If this is a reproduction, then the real thing must be out there somewhere.
Yeah. It's gonna be Walter's mech. If you choose that ending or whatever.
That machine, they clearly use coral technology. But what connection does it have to the fires of Ibis?
Oh shit! And then you get Walter's emblem. This new game plus feature almost makes it seem like you're time traveling. Like you as the player are going back in time and you get to experience dramatic irony. See, they don't know what any of this is because, you know, the characters in the game have not seen what we've seen, which is how the potential outcomes for the story. And the fact that that is an AC we fought in a timeline that already resolved, where we chose to side with air or whatever.
We've received your request, and it's about coral release. The message is highly encrypted with top-level security, and designed not to leave a trace.
What?
In other words, Allmind doesn't want Walter
What
to
the
know
fuck?
about this. Let's take a look and decide what to do.
Okay, this last ending better be good because they're building it up quite well. This better actually lead to another like unique ending. I'm looking forward to this. I'm excited. And we only got an hour left, so at the pace we're going, the next video will probably be like 30 to 45 minutes. Well, I doubt it because I'll probably have something to say about the last ending, so I'll ramble and then it's gonna be a full hour like any other. Which is why I gotta take a break now because I know that's gonna happen. So, and of course, when things get really interesting, I won't be having it at double speed anymore. So, either way, double speed or not, there's only 1 hour left of the video, so the next segment will be the final segment for Armored Core 6. For my YouTube channel, at least. But yeah, I'll be back in about 15 minutes.